Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Osama Shah. The Finance Minister of India, Nirmala Sitharaman, she has called out the DMK, calling it a dangerous mindset of the DMK. She also said that this is not mere symbolism, as this mindset in fact weakens India's unity. The Finance Minister also added that the DMK's stand on the language issue, it promotes secessionist sentiment. And my colleague Maria Shakil joins us to get us more on this. Maria, take us through the details.
Yes, it's a sharp reaction, a sharp rebuke, one would say, that has come in from Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who has put out two tweets. One is in Tamil and the other one is in English. And the Tamil translation of English is essentially this, that if the DMK had a problem with the rupee symbol, then why didn't it protest back in 2010 when it was officially adopted by the Congress-led UPA government? Remember, at that time, the DMK was part of the ruling alliance at the center. He has also said that this rupee symbol was designed by Uday Kumar, who is the son of former DMK MLA. And by erasing it, is the DMK not really, doing disservice or disregarding the creative contribution of a Tamil youth? She goes on to say that all the elected representatives and authorities are sworn under the Constitution to uphold the sovereignty and integrity of our nation. And removing a national symbol like the rupee from the state budget documents goes against that very oath, and it weakens the commitment to national unity. For Finance Minister to say this is certainly being seen as a sharp reaction which is coming in from the Government of India. Also, the first one so far. Because so far we had heard only from the state BJP, which was, Anna Malai, who is the BJP Tamil Nadu president, but not from the center. It is now directly coming from the top, where Finance Minister has said that a rupee is not just a symbol, a mere symbolism. It actually, this kind of, removal of the rupee from the state budget actually signals a dangerous mindset. And I think this is what is going to be the path which will be undertaken by the center. They have decided to not give any kind of elbow room or any kind of, not counter the arguments which is being put forth by the DMK-led, MK Stalin-led DMK government.
All right, Maria Shakil, thank you very much for getting us all the latest. In fact, Maria also spoke with Uday Kumar, the man who has designed the rupee symbol. Let's listen in to that conversation.
The person who finds himself in the middle of this controversy is Uday Kumar, someone who actually designed that symbol of the rupee. He joins us live here on NDTV. Mr. Uday Kumar, how do you see this entire controversy playing out in your home state? The fact is that you are also the son of a former DMK MLA.
Well, I just got to hear about the news. The state government took a decision, so I'm not so sure what I should be saying. So, yeah, my father was an MLA even before I was born. So, again, it just happens to be a coincidence, I should say.
Okay, do you see this as an insult to the Indian rupee? And would you say that it's an unnecessary controversy or an escalation of sorts, which has a path of for which perhaps the DMK Supremo and MK Stalin has much to explain about?
Well, like I said, it's the state government which took a decision. They thought that probably they wanted to replace it with the regional script. Well, it's their take on it. So I do not see much to comment on that. But yeah, maybe the government should be able to answer. So from my point of view, yeah. So because the symbol has already been in use and it's been used for almost 15 years now. So yeah. So I don't have much to say, like I said. Yeah.
Yes, but the word rupee actually comes from a word which has a kind of a Tamil origin. Correct me on that.
Yeah, it's rubai, rupeya, rubai. They all have similar sounds, yeah, so similar pronunciations.
And it has an origin in Tamil script?
You are asking about the symbol or you are asking about the word, the rupee?
The word.
Yeah, Perhaps, yeah. So maybe. So I'm not so certain, but yeah, maybe.
So 14 years ago when you designed it, when you actually conceptualized it, did you actually foresee a controversy of this nature playing out at this point that we are seeing?
Certainly not, because see, I was only concerned about what was the task at that point of time, because I was trying to kind of address the project, the competition brief that was announced, and I was trying to fulfill that. Yeah? And I also wanted to create something which is universal and which is also very pleasing and simple, and yet which is has an impact and which is meaningful. So I never thought about something like this today, that will happen today.
Meanwhile, the DMK has also responded. This is the first response that NDTV has got. Let's listen in to what the DMK has to say.
Mr. Nehru, I want you to respond, please, to this. The finance minister has just said this. Go ahead.
So let's talk about a symbolism a little more, sir, which I will be able to answer to Madam Finance Minister's argument here about dangerous mindset. So when Vajpayee sir's legacy was over, there was no name change, there was no symbolism attached to a place or a name or any of the ideology that's being translated to the physical infrastructure of the country. Now, in the last 12 years, you have replaced Prayagraj, the names that have been come out as Prayagraj, you have had Rajpath converted to Kartavya Path. Is that meaning that the old culture and the symbolism of the place has changed? Is that meaning that you have changed leader Vajpayee's legacy? So I think on the same tone, on the same lines, just because we wanted to showcase our love for a language doesn't mean that we want a separate country. That's just a very, very wrong argument. I will also tell you another argument, sir, or for another data or information. Now, Maharashtra, after the current elections, have clearly told that the language of business or the language of the government will still be in Marathi. Does it mean that just because they prioritize Marathi, are they going to be against Hindi or against English? I don't think, if that argument is true for them, I think our argument about having a Tamil symbol on our economic survey, I don't think it's wrong in any way, sir.
Meanwhile, in the midst of the language war with the centre and the stand against national education policy, MK Stalin-led Tamil Nadu government, it replaced the official rupee symbol with a Tamil letter Ru in the state's 2025-26 budget, which will be tabled on Friday. This, in fact, marks the first time a state has rejected the national currency symbol, taking its resistance to the national education policy and alleged Hindi imposition to a new level. The BJP, it has hit out, claiming that it was a ridiculous move.
MK Stalin slashes the rupee on the eve of Tamil Nadu's budget. No. This isn't a delimitation debate. It's the latest in the clash of languages. What started as a center-state tug-of-war over budgetary allocations morphed into a national education policy row and is today a rejection of the rupee symbol. The rationale: Devnagari is not welcome in the Dravidian heartland. There's a story behind the unveiling of the Tamil Nadu Ru, replacing the Devnagari-based rupee symbol. To ensure the widespread development of Tamil Nadu to benefit all sections of society, making the transition from Devnagari to Tamil.
Sri Uday Kumar, and his own father happens to be a DMK MLA, 1971 DMK MLA. And his symbol, the whole of Bharat, we have accepted. Now, DMK doesn't even know this. That is the funny part. That is the worst part. They don't even know it is given by a Tamilian. What we are trying to pick out is DMK's double standards. Are just trying to rake up an issue after issue, trying to focus on pride. Tamil language, Tamil custom. Is not the Honorable Prime Minister of our country, Narendra Modi ji, not doing enough for Tamil pride and culture?
This is a form of protest. This is a form of expression against the unilateral, authoritarian, non-democratic and unconstitutional behavior of the union government.
The irony isn't lost on anyone. The rupee symbol was crowdsourced and it was a Tamilian, D. Kumar's design that was picked.
It's the state government which took a decision. They thought that probably they wanted to replace it with the regional script. I also wanted to create something which is universal and which is also very pleasing and simple, and yet which is as an impact and which is meaningful.
The language debate goes back a long way in history. The Constituent Assembly saw heated arguments over the national language issue.
Let us leave aside slogans. Let us leave aside words which frighten people. Let us even make concession to the prejudices of our opponents. Bring them in so that they may willingly join with us.
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar batted for English to be the official language. His rationale: one language can unite people, two languages are sure to divide people. Then there were others, like C. Rajagopalachari, also Tamil stalwart, who backed Hindi as the official language. And T.T. Krishnamachari, elected from Madras, posed the whole India versus Hindi India argument. Finally, a middle ground was found. Under the Munshi Iyengar formula, all official proceedings of the courts, public services and the All India Civil Services would be conducted in English until 1965. After that, late Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri's government sought to impose Hindi, a move vehemently rejected by the southern states, particularly Tamil Nadu. India has 22 official languages under Schedule 8 today, and other linguistic aspirations are assuaged with additions to the list of classical languages. But clearly, this isn't a debate with an obvious winner. The identity and aspirational connect with the mother tongue continues to be tinder for political parties to ignite. With Shrishti Shankar, Bureau Report, NDTV.
The Enforcement Directorate has also joined the case against Kannada actor Ranya Rao and filed a money laundering case in the alleged gold smuggling racket in which she has been arrested. The probe agency also conducted raids at 8 locations across Karnataka as a part of the money laundering probe. And Munsif, India's largest Urdu newspaper, has printed a blank editorial as an act of defiance against the Telangana government, claiming that the blank editorial was to protest Telangana government's alleged media suppression. The Congress-led administration under Chief Minister Revanth Reddy has blocked government advertisements to Munsif for the past 4 months without any explanation after the newspaper's reporting on governance failures, law and orders issues, and the concerns of marginalized communities. And the World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit 2025, it is underway. In fact, today was the curtain raiser for the Global Platform for Media and Entertainment. Union Ministers Dr. S. Jaishankar and Ashwini Vaishnav, along with Minister of State Dr. L. Murugan, they were there in the host state of Maharashtra. The Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis, was also, in fact, there at this event.
As we stand at the confluence of technology, culture, and creativity, this platform represents a vital step towards shaping the future of media and entertainment on a global scale. I would like to begin by extending my heartfelt thanks to the Government of India and especially to our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and our INB Minister Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji for entrusting Maharashtra with the opportunity to host the final leg of Waves 2025 in Mumbai.
We are here to discuss the forthcoming Summit of Waves 2025. Throughout history, the shaping of narratives, or what we today call storytelling, The creation of perceptions and the offering of entertainment has always held special importance. They define the self-perception, the self-image of a society, of a region, or even of an era. But they also determine how culture is nurtured and how culture is passed on to succeeding generations.
Something which gets created in one of the largest studios of Bollywood would once again transcend boundaries and reach the world. That world is changing in a very, very big way. That world where the community of creators was a small community is changing in a very major way because of the intersection of three different worlds: the world of creativity, the world of media, and the world of technology.
Time now for a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back. The Russian President Vladimir Putin has expressed support for the US push to end the fighting, but emphasized that several issues need to be addressed. He backs a 30-day ceasefire, but stresses that there are nuances that must be considered. Putin stated that any ceasefire must lead to lasting peace and tackle the root causes of the conflict. He also highlighted the need for a long-term solution, adding that he needs to discuss the deal with US President Donald Trump, noting several questions and concerns moving forward. In fact, Putin warned that monitoring ceasefire violations will be complex and pointed out that both sides need further research on key issues. This comes after a senior Putin aide dismissed a short-term ceasefire with Ukraine, calling it just a temporary respite. Meanwhile, US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, he is in Moscow for talks on the 30-day ceasefire proposal.
Мы согласны с предложениями прекратить боевые действия. Но исходим из того, что это прекращение должно быть таким, которое привело бы к долгосрочному миру и устранило бы первоначальные причины этого кризиса.
And as Holi approaches, the markets of Guwahati, particularly the fancy bazaar, they have witnessed an influx of Narendra Modi-themed masks and pitchkaris. These products, adorned with images of the Prime Minister, have become extremely popular with customers, especially children, ahead of the festival.
With just a day left for Holi, excitement is high across the state. Markets are brimming with colours and festival elements, and Guwahati is no exception. The festive atmosphere is palpable, with shops showcasing a variety of colourful designs, masks and powders to attract customers. This time, the Holi market in Guwahati has taken on a Modi theme, with products promoting the BJP government and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Along with Modi-themed pitchkaris and masks, products featuring BJP stickers and images of Home Minister Amit Shah and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath are also in high demand. Items like Modi masks and pitchkaris, along with Pushpa 2 themed accessories, have become major attractions. Prices for Modi-themed pitchkaris range from 200 to 700 rupees, while Modi masks are priced between 80 and 100 rupees. Large crowds are flocking to buy these Modi-themed items, and shopkeepers are reporting an overwhelming demand.
मोदी का इस बार फर्स्ट टाइम पिचकारी आया है. इसका दाम है आपको 250 से लेके 500, 600 ऐसा है. सबसे ज़्यादा इस बार मोदी का ही डिमांड है. मास्क पिचकारी जो भी हो बढ़िया चल रहा है.
हम लोग आए हैं बच्चों के लिए होली का रंग लेने के लिए. हमारे बच्चों को बहुत शौक है होली खेलने का, तो हम लोग सब कोई परिवार सब मिलके होली खेलते हैं बच्चों के साथ. हाँ, हम लोग ले रहे हैं. अभी मास्क लेंगे, मोदी जी का सबका मास्क लेंगे, बच्चों को पसंद है.
With Ratnadeep Chaudhary, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Very good, nice, happy Holi.
And actor John Abraham, he met with the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. In fact, he gifted him a football jersey of his club, the Northeast United. This meeting was on the eve of John's movie, The Diplomat, which is coming out very soon. In fact, John Abraham posted on his social media saying that an interesting conversation, in fact, the External Affairs Minister posted on his social media saying an interesting conversation with John Abraham on his new movie, The Diplomat, as also on football, the Northeast and our perspective worlds. This is what the Union Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, posted.